Let's talk about courage, entrepreneurship, and starting your own business. Welcome to your daily episode of From Amateur to Expert, in which we discuss all things to do with work, wealth, and how to position yourself as an expert. Well, folks, by now, if you've read any of my books like Poverty Proof or Is Your Thinking Keeping You Poor, or if you've simply been looking at the world around you, it will come as no surprise to you when I say that most of the world's millionaires and billionaires are first-generation business owners. By far, that is the leading path to wealth. But it's also one of the hardest paths that you might choose. So today I'd like to share a few thoughts with you on how you can think about that differently. The first one goes like this. What if I try and fail? There is a brilliant observation about that idea by an entrepreneurial and wealth author who makes this point. He says, imagine if in your lifetime you try 10 businesses and 9 of them fail, but the 10th one works. You've still become wealthy. Have you ever thought about it that way? It's quite a mind-blowing thought. And yes, it entails great risk, upheaval, and emotional highs and lows and psychological strength. But that is absolutely true. If you get it right once in your lifetime, you've done it. You have found your path to wealth. Second thought on the idea of becoming an entrepreneur. We tend to react to the concept by saying, well, I might need to play it safe. Ask yourself, how safe is it really to take all of your eggs, your entire life, your dependency, the means by which you feed your family, place all of those eggs in one basket and hand them to a person whose primary interest is not necessarily your welfare? You might be fortunate and get a good boss. They might care for you on a personal level. But the point of that business is not you. It has other goals. When you're owning your own business, when you are working your own business, your welfare, your prosperity becomes the point. And you do that by adding value to the lives of others and by serving people well. The formula at the heart and soul of successful entrepreneurship is excellent service to a buying public. So let's say that I have persuaded you, that you've decided you want to make the leap, you're going to start your own business. There are so many things that we need to know, ways in which we need to educate ourselves. But what's the most important thing? A very close friend of mine asked me this the other day, and a very intelligent, very hardworking man who's just had enough of the corporate world and is looking at his own skill set and looking at the market and saying, why am I not doing this for my own profitability and for my own prosperity? And he's considering making the jump. So he asked me, what is the number one thing he needs to do? And I told him, well, in fact, there are two things, but they are both the same thing. The first one is you are going to have a work ethic that defies belief. If you want to one day walk into the mansion and look out over the ocean, if you want to step onto the yacht and know that it's yours, if you want to open the door to the luxury car, whatever your vision of material prosperity might look like, it is always preceded by gargantuan amounts of work. You put in the input up front and it is hard. Now here's the key to this one. You have to aim all of that work in the right direction. It is entirely possible to work very hard at the wrong things. And this, for my money, is what most aspiring entrepreneurs and new business owners get wrong. They work exceptionally hard at setting up a business, at branding, at getting beautiful pot plants, at all of the things that don't actually make money. Now, there is a very simple formula at the heart of business survival. It is profitability over cost. In other words, more has to be coming in than going out. Now consider, you can spend the first 5 or 6 months in which you believe you're setting up your business doing things that cost and not doing things that bring in profit. So you need to reverse that. The primary aim of everything you do must be getting and keeping paying customers. That is the key determinant of success. Not how nice your buildings look, not how beautiful or refined your process is. Are people paying you to do it? And if you don't get that early on, your business doesn't survive the costs and the outlay. Getting a loan is not the same thing as being profitable. This one catches entrepreneurs out all the time. They think that they've gotten a big loan now, there's a large amount of money to work with. That's debt. You've gone backwards. It may be a necessary debt, but it is cost, it is not profit. Until people start paying you to do what you do, you are not a profitable company. So, immense work ethic aimed in the right direction, getting and keeping paying customers. Is it for you? It's a hard road, it's a challenging road, it's also a rewarding road in which you do real things for real people and become wealthy as a result. There's nothing quite like it.